Well, unfortunately, the human tragedy continues to unfold in conflict-hit Manipur. CNN News 18's Kamalika Sen Gupta gets us the ground reports and interviews for more on the situation in the state. Take a look.
Their essence is they need peace. Obviously, the forces are there which have kept them secured, but they need this peace to continue. So this is the story of how the forces are trying to keep both the sides at bay so that there is no untoward incidents. Both side patrollings are there. Army is present in every villages so that there is no violence. That is how this way these zones are maintained. The buffer zone is maintained, and also they're trying to keep peace in two or three more than that villages where both the communities are just standing in front of each other. ये बताइए कि क्या आप लोग ठीक हैं अभी
लगे तो फिलहाल ठीक है, क्योंकि हमारा जितना भी जवान लोग है यहाँ पे है, लेकिन फिर भी रात भर ये जो बंदूकबारी का ये जो आवाज़ चल रहा है निकल रहा है, तो इसके लिए हम लोग थोड़ा डर रहा है यहाँ पे। और जितना भी हमारा महिलाएं हैं तो यहाँ पे हम नहीं रह सकता। अभी फिलहाल बेहतर तो हुआ है, लेकिन फिर भी क्या होगा आगे और क्या होगा। आप लोग शांति चाहते हैं? हाँ, हम लोग शांति चाहता हूँ, शांति चाह के भी रहा है हम लोग, लेकिन शांति नहीं मिल रहा है अभी। पहले से ठीक है?
पहले से अभी थोड़ा ठीक है। अभी हम लोग अभी शांति चाहिए।
So the foot patrolling is done by the forces in the buffer zone and also inside the villages. They stay also inside the villages. Behind me are all the Kuki villages, and on the other side are the Methi villages. We have gone to the Kuki villages. We have seen the presence of army here, and they do the foot, they do the foot patrolling. And here you see that they are doing the vehicle patrolling also from village to village. They do the vehicle patrolling, and also in the buffer zone this type of vehicle patrolling takes place in both the sides. So they keep an eye on both the sides that there is no untoward incidents, and like that the foot patrolling takes place as well as the vehicle patrolling also takes place like this, as you can see behind me. Just tell us that, are you all safe? Samne the other side's village is there. Are you all safe here?
Since from June 1, before military comes, our villages are not safe. But since from June 1, when they have reached the village, we feel secure and safe, I should say. When we are supposed to do farming, some of them come and do some blank fire.
शांति तो हमारा तरफ से तो शांति है, लेकिन जब इन लोग गंदगोल करेगा तब तो हमारा मतलब
आर्मी के प्रेजेंस में हेल्प होता है कुछ?
बहुत ढल है। जब से सब लोग आया तब से ये आर्मी आया तब से अभी तक कोई वो नहीं हुआ, कोई शिकायत नहीं हुआ है।
हाँ, बिल्कुल आराम से अभी बैठा है, और अभी तक तो शांति पे बैठा है हम लोग।
कोई फ्लैग मीटिंग इन लोगों के साथ होता है?
नहीं।
अच्छा, आर्मी के साथ मीटिंग होता है?
कुछ मीटिंग
आर्मी के साथ आप लोग का मीटिंग होता है?
हाँ, होता है।
तो शांति मतलब फिलहाल शांति है?
हाँ, फिलहाल जब आर्मी जब से आया है तब से हम लोग थोड़ा शांति से बैठा है घर में ना।
Right now, as what you can see, are all Methi villages, and we are standing in between Methi and Kuki villages in YKPI. In Methi villages also there is presence of forces in those houses. They keep a tab that no one from that side can come to this side. Right now where we are actually standing, this is the middle zone or the buffer zone, where all throughout the day and night like this the patrolling takes place. And that side you can see are the Kuki villages. That side are the Kuki villages, and there too there is presence of army in almost various places in the villages. Nobody can from that side can come to this side, and nobody from this side can come to, and nobody from that side also can come to this side. It's like when two people are fighting, if somebody sits in between, then two people cannot see each other. So like that, this buffer zone has been made here in YKPI. Both the sides, they try to stay peacefully, and that's why there is much less violence here. Now they don't allow any build up, like there are blocks created, they don't allow any build up, any crowd or mob going from here to the foothills and also from the foothills to this place. Last violence incidents took place in here in 28th May, and after that there has been intermittent firing at some time, but both the sides, they want peace, and it is the forces who actually try to control both the side by their own presence. And there are also flag meetings which take place between these villages. Even the villages are so interconnected with each other that the farming also, they also in the farm in the same ground. So this is the most strategic and important point where the role of forces are very important. We are now standing in YKPI. Now YKPI is one of the most important buffer zone between hill and valley, and it is the duty of the forces to maintain this buffer zone, to maintain the relationship between the two communities in such a way so that no untoward incidents takes place. And if we show like this, this is YKPI where we are standing, and you can see the hill and the valley is clear. Now this, the villages which are there in the valley, you can see there all the Metis stay. And if we show the other side, the foothill zone, from the foothill zone, the villages of the Kuki villages are there. Now the army is present in foothills also, and they are also present in the Methi villages.
Shifting focus to the national education policy, well, it's been 3 years since the new education policy was actually introduced. Prime Minister Modi is all set to inaugurate a meet on its successful implementation. The meeting will be conducted today at India Trade Promotion Organization Pragati Maidan in Delhi. The meet aims to showcase innovative approaches and how they can be linked to the industry, fostering a transformative and robust education system in India. Prime Minister Modi will also inaugurate Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagam on 3rd anniversary of NEP, which will provide a platform for educational experts to discuss, deliberate and share insights when it comes to implementing the national educational policy. Cabinet ministers, academics, scholars and more will be present. Well, shifting focus down south now, ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, Home Minister Amit Shah yesterday flagged